Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Noah. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality. And thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about my truth about race. Now, before I get into it, I want to kind of say, to start out with, this is only my opinion. You know, I probably shouldn't have to say this, but I am going to anyways. This is my opinion. And if you don't agree with me, that's 100% fine. I'm not telling you to. I'm just giving you my opinion, and this is just how I see life and how I see the world. So, forgive me. With that being said, I wanted to talk about race because it was something that I was thinking about, you know, this concept that I was, it was just something that I was thinking about, and it's something that I, wanted to make a video about. You know, race, in my opinion, technically it was coined by some German scientists, I think, back in like the 1700s. But, you know, I want to ask you guys this question. If someone didn't tell you what race you were, how would you know what kind of race you were? You know what I mean? And I bring this to you because I think that race it's something that's very prevalent in today's society, you know what I mean? In terms of who gets certain roles, you know, based on certain things, but in reality, you know, ever since the term race came out, I believe that it was a man-made concept that was pretty much put on this earth to divide us and separate us into certain categories, you know. I think that without race, then we would all see each other as one, you know. Beneath the skin, we all bleed red, you know what I mean? And so I think it's important for us to realize that we're no different than someone else based on our skin color, you know. The beauty of all of us living here is that we all are angels, and that we are all here for a certain purpose, you know. That's the important thing. And I know that it can be hard at times to kind of see that because of, especially with everything that's going on. And, you know, black people have been oppressed for so long, and they've been mistreated. And I think it's beautiful that everyone's coming out and really expressing their beliefs and getting out on the streets and protesting. I think it's a sign that we're moving in the right direction, and we're saying enough is enough. You know, we're shifting from a third dimensional level of consciousness to a fifth dimensional level of consciousness, which is pretty much, instead of reacting to things, you know, being able to come at it with an observatory perspective, meaning that we observe things, and instead of being reactive to certain things, you know what I mean? And we're finally putting our foot down, and we're saying, you know, enough is enough. You know, we are all, you know, spirit at the end of the day, and spirit doesn't have anything to do with race. You know, our creator, God, our higher selves, source energy, whatever you want to call whoever brought you here, you know what I mean? They didn't bring you here and label you as a certain race, you know what I mean? Race is a man-made concept. It was coined by, like I said before, it was some German scientists. I'm not too sure about it, so don't quote me on that, but I do know that it was man-made because, you know, if the term race didn't exist, then we wouldn't really see each other as different based on our skin color, you know, because we all bleed red at the end of the day, like I said before. And just imagine what life would be like if you weren't labeled as a certain race, you know? Think about how you would think of others if race wasn't even a thing. You know, a lot of us have been conditioned to have certain beliefs and certain prejudices of, you know, stereotypes, right, of certain people just because of their skin color, you know? And in reality, it's your character that matters, you know what I mean? It's how you present yourself. Are you bringing love to the table? You know what I mean? Are you letting love guide you, not fear? You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I think it's important to see beneath the skin. And, you know, even me, you know, I'm not gonna lie, there are some prejudices that I have. And it's not something that I know of, you know what I mean? I'm sure it's subconscious, but, you know, I'm sure that I have some type of prejudice based on social programming and conditioning. But yeah, I just think it's important to realize that race isn't really a real thing. You know, it's just something that was man-made. It's a concept. It's a program. You know, it doesn't remain true. I guess it remains true if you believe so, but in reality, we are all one unity consciousness, and we don't have to differentiate ourselves from someone else based on the color of our skin. I think the beauty of us just being here is to experience how great this life is, you know, and just to really connect with one another and to see past everything that we, you know, all of these labels that we give each other. You know, we're so caught up with identifying ourselves as something, and, you know, I think it's wonderful to celebrate your cultural and ethnic background, but don't let it identify you, you know what I mean? Don't let it be something that you identify with, because you don't have to, you know? You can identify with love, you can identify with presence, but you don't have to identify with, you know, your skin color, let alone what kind of glasses you're wearing, or if you're wearing glasses at all, or what's the color of my shirt, you know? What are you wearing? It's like, these are all just labels that we, you know, that we give each other to kind of identify ourselves, but in reality, we just are, you know what I mean? We're just presence. That's all it comes down to. And so I want to leave you with this question, you know, what race would you be? Or how can I phrase this? If race wasn't a term, you know, that we used, would you identify yourself based on the type of skin color that you are? You know, if race wasn't a thing, would you identify yourself as different from someone else based on your skin color? So yeah. With that being said though, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. It's a little bit later than I like to make my videos. I usually do them in the morning, but it's about like 5:30 p.m. right now. I was feeling good. I felt like I needed to come out with this video. And yeah, with that being said, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you're at, and peace, love, and happiness, y'all.